Yo, what's up, you guys? It's Godson, dudes. Welcome back, bros, to Clash of Clans, guys. Here we are, post-live update. And actually, in fact, I believe the update was set to be released, or if you want to say balance changes, to a few of the things that we've got supposed to be released today. So, if you guys are in the game, you might have seen it. But I'm going to go ahead and cover some of the things that I mentioned in the update, just in case you guys didn't catch it. Or if you're just joining right now and this is the first time you're seeing this, we're going to go over some of the new things that we're getting with this new maintenance change, these new balance updates, changes to the game, because it has the potential to change the meta. And I can say that this is definitely something that has been prioritized for the Dragon and the Valkyrie. And really this is important because the Valkyrie is one of those characters where it's really good troop. It's a great troop, but because of the hit target that she uses, it's set to random, so she'll go for any building that's closest to her. This kind of makes players hesitant to use her in a serious war type attack. And I can say that actually with Barbarians as well. People will choose archers over Barbarians for cleanup. I choose goblins over archers because they have that bonus hit point. But the barbarians themselves, you really don't see people bringing in any barbarians to the battle. However, in the past, people did use barbarians to pull CC troops if, people had their clan castle very close to the edge, and that was a way to bring them out of the CC, and they could survive just a little bit longer than an archer to keep those troops coming out of the CC. So right now, the Barbarians don't really have too much use, and the Valkyries are similar. They go for random targets, and I believe people just prefer using hogs, miners, or something that they can funnel better. So with this update, with the level 9 Valkyries, hit points are increased from 1850 to 1900, and this is something that is making they're making the Valkyries, or at least they're trying to make them more attractive to the Town Hall 14 players. So will this work? Buffing up their HP so that they survive longer, given that they are pretty good damage dealers. They can do really good damage against walls. I believe Supercell decided to make them boost their HP so that this will bring players, make them more attracted to using them inside battle. Will that change the meta? I kind of doubt it, even with the HP increase, but then I would have to really give some time and effort into using these to see if there's such a big change. Because in my opinion, hogs, since they go for those weapons, that makes all the difference for me. If Valkyries were to go for weapons, I don't even know if that would work. Because they'd have to get through walls, but then could we change up their wall damage? Which actually they already do good wall damage. So this is just an anomaly. Trying to figure out how to make these characters viable so that people will use them. That's the big issue. So Supercell decided to buff them up, give them some more HP so that they survive longer. That probably might be the key, and I'll just have to, play around with them to see if that works. So Valkyries are out of the way. We've got some HP increase. Also, guys, if you didn't know, the Seeking Air Mine will now have a speed increase from 2.5 to 3.5 tiles. So this is just to counter the blimp, because the blimps could just hover in the air and you could just get to the town hall without having any repercussions, no backlash. And the Seeking Air Mines couldn't really catch it in time because it moved at the same speed as the blimp. So Supercell decided, we're going to make the Seeking Air Mine more of like a missile. And on startup, it goes pretty fast and reaches that target. The only thing I'm sad about is I've made videos in the past where I put the owl and a bunch of air mines and air traps. And the owl was just able to just float along, and it was pretty funny, like a cool little troll. So now the Seeking Air Mine, it's gonna have no remorse. It's going for you. It's gonna be pretty fast. And the only reason why I like this is great because for a war, for a serious strategic aspect of this, having the mines go faster makes sense. But from a trolling side, I kind of would miss the Seeking Air Mines going slow, because I've had tons of failed Tajas where people would submit things to me like a dragon going for the last target, you know, 99%, and then the Seeking Air Mine is following it all the way across the map. It's pretty funny stuff, but I understand the change. So there's going to be the Seeking Air Mine will be changed. It's going to be faster. The Expo range, that's another thing, guys. The Expos, they have increased their range about a 0.5 tile from 11.0 to 11.5. And Supercell mentioned that even though they increased it, it probably won't show up in the stats. So you probably won't see the change there because the 0.5 doesn't really, you know, show up. But it is increased. So you have a 0.5 increase in tile range there for the Expos, which is nice. And this should help people change their Expos to air and ground mode. And I believe, you know, really people chose to keep it, in my opinion, people choose to keep their Expos set to ground because I would say majority of players that attack are ground players. You really don't have too many air players because air really is more of an advanced attack. And, you know, unless you're farming with air troops, I think air is an advanced attack. Having lava lunions, lava hounds, and balloons, and dragon riders, these are pretty advanced troops, and they're kind of, I would say they're a little more technical than ground troops. So you see a lot more people using ground troops because they just seem easier. So everyone would just keep their Expos set to ground. I think there is a balance between the single and multi-infernal towers. I think Supercell's implemented a nice change so that, you know, they're pretty versatile now. People are using both single and multi-infernal towers, so you don't really have to worry about that. It's just the ground Expos and the air Expos. So we'll have to see if that changes the meta. And finally, guys, the last change was the dragons. The levels for dragon hit points increased from 2,600 to 2,700. That's about 100%, 100 point change right there. Great stuff. And this is for Town Hall 8 players. So if you're a Town Hall 8 player and you have dragons, good stuff. You will be getting an increase. You can use that for war. You'll definitely, you guys are going to be seeing some more dragon players in war since we got that buff. So dragons are super cool, and you can see I'm using them here to get, you know, 3 stars, and it's been great. I really like these dragons. They're good stuff. I think they're a great troop. So yeah, there it is, guys. That's pretty much everything I believe that we covered. The Expo, Seeking Air Mine, level 9 Valkyries increase, and the level 4 dragons for Town Hall 8. Great stuff. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you on the next video, and I will be doing gift card giveaways, gift code giveaways for a live stream if you haven't gotten it yet, because some people didn't claim their gift codes yet. So I'm going to speak more about this on the next episode, and I will see you guys there. Godson out.